Nagpatuloy lamang sa paglalaro ang aking paa, and I was already having the time of my life because of Lucas' reaction when he suddenly stood up, uprising all of us, most especially me. Napunta ang tingin naming lahat. Napatigil na rin sa pagsasalita si Maristela. Nakakunot ang noo na nagtatanong. Pero naunahan siya ni Lucas. "I'll just use the restroom," he said, before hurrying out, leaving Maristela, Mama Olivia and Papa Roman puzzled, while I, the only person who knows what's going on. Pinipigilan ko talaga na matawa. Oh, damn it. This is going to be fun and exciting. Lumipas ang halos 10 minuto nang bumalik si Lucas. At hindi katulad ng kaninang bigla siyang umalis. He now looks calm and collected. He must have finally had his release. "What took you so long? Akala ko hindi ka nakakain eh," tanong ni Maristela. Lucas sat down again. "Just eat, Maristela." Malamig na sagot ni Lucas. Halata namang nahiya si Maristela dahil sa naging sagot ni Lucas. But he acted cool. She faked a smile. "Okay, kumain ka na rin. I'm sure gutom ka na since you usually don't eat at your office," she said, as she tried to sound okay. "That is not how you should treat your fiancé, Lucas. She cooked for us." "The least thing you could do is to be grateful," biglang sabi ni Papa Roman. Hindi ko rin ikinabigla ang sinabi ni Papa. Papa is a gentleman, and insulting and disrespecting a lady is the last thing he would do, unless provoked, which is what Maristela did when we argued the previous time. Hindi naman sumagot si Lucas. It's like he never heard what his father said. Umiling lamang si Papa Roman. "It's alright po, Tito," Maristela suddenly said, which caught our attention again. "I know Lucas is just tired, kaya siya nagkakaganito. Kaya okay lang po." I wanted to roll my eyes. Being kind is not and will never suit her. In my eyes, she will always be a she-devil. Pagkatapos ng sinabing yun ni Maristela, wala nang umimik sa aming 5. Tahimik kaming lahat na kumakain. Paminsan-minsan, nagsasalubong ang mga tingin namin ni Maristela at tinataasan lamang niya ako ng kilay sa kaiirap. Si Lucas naman, nanatiling sa pagkain nakatingin ng mga mata. She didn't even dare to lift his face, and I know it's because he doesn't want to meet my eyes, for whatever reason it is. Hanggang sa isa-isa na kaming natapos sa pagkain. Unang natapos kumain si Lucas at pumasok na sa kwarto niya. Sumunod naman si Maristela na sumunod rin kay Lucas, leaving me, Mama Olivia and Papa Roman. "Are you okay with this, Selena?" Biglang tanong ni Papa Roman sa akin, na medyo ikinagulat ko pa. Pansamantala akong tumigil sa pagkain. Ibinaling ko ang atensyon ko kay Papa Roman, who is seated in the center of the table. I smiled at him before answering his question. "Oo naman po, Papa. Nag-usap na po kami ni Maristela at nagkasundo na po kami. Nasusubukan namin pakisama ng isa't isa. After all, it's been 6 years. Oras na din po siguro para magkapatawaran na kami." "I'll take your word then. Ngunit kapag nagsimula na naman ang gulo si Maristela, kaagad mong ipaalam sa amin, okay?" Muling sabi ni Papa Roman. "Okay po, Pa," sagot ko naman kaagad. "Then that means na hindi ka na aalis dito sa bahay, right? That means you'll really stay here until you go back to Canada, right? Since nagkasundo na kayo ni Maristela, at susubukan ninyong pakisamahan ng isa't isa," sabat ni Mama Olivia. "What's the point of asking that when you have been leaving her with no choice? Hindi ba't ilang araw mo na siyang kinausap tungkol sa plano niyang pag-alis dito? Ilang beses mo na siyang pinigilan na umalis. Kaya bakit mo pa siya tinatanong kung hindi mo rin naman siya papayagan?" Sabi naman ni Papa. "That's true. Mula nang sabihin ko sa kanila na ako na lamang ang aalis, araw-araw kong kinakausap ni Mama, kinukumbinsi na wag na daw akong umalis at dito na lang ako manatili hanggang sa matapos ang bakasyon ko. I never gave her a definite answer since I don't want her to be suspicious of me. And that is why she's still worried about me, leaving this mansion." Muling nagsalita si Mama. "But I am not forcing her to stay. I just want to spend more time with Selena because it's been 6 years since I last saw her." She then looked at me with a softened, somber look. "But if this situation continues to make you feel uncomfortable, I won't argue to you to stay longer. I truly want you to stay though," says Mama, while pouting. Napangiti lamang ako. She really wants me to stay. I feel the same way, Selena, ang sabi ni Papa Roman. We really want you to stay. My heart overflows with joy as I hear them say those things and look their sincere faces. I knew this even before Lucas and I married, but Mama Olivia and Papa Roman cared deeply about me. Perhaps because they always wanted a daughter, but were never given the opportunity. But whatever the reason, I'm no longer interested. And the fact that they genuinely care for me while I am lying to them and will most likely wind up hurting them pains me. It's no surprise that I always feel guilty. Isa-isa kong tinignan silang dalawa at isang nagpapasalamat ng ngiti ang sumilay sa aking labi. Maraming salamat po, Mama, Papa. Hindi nyo lang po alam kung gaano po ako nagpapasalamat sa lahat ng mga ginawa nyo para sa akin. Kung tutuusin, isang estranghero na lang po ako dito sa bahay na to since Lucas and I already annulled our marriage. Pero kahit hiwalay na kami ni Lucas, kahit wala na rin si Lola Avelina, at kahit hindi na rin ako nagtatrabaho dito, hindi pa rin po nagbabagong pakikitungo nyo sa akin. And I am truly and genuinely thankful for that. I really am, Mama, Papa. Buong puso kong sabi. Oh, iha, ani Mama Olivia, na naging emosyonal na kahit si Papa Roman nakangiti na rin. Nabihirang mangyari. And don't worry po, I've already decided to stay here till my vacation is through. And I'll stay here no matter how uncomfortable I am. After all, Maristela isn't the reason I accepted Mama Olivia's invitation to stay here. Dahil katulad po ninyo, I also want to spend more time with you both. Nakangiting sabi ko kay Mama Olivia na ngayon ay talagang emosyonal na at napakasaya ng muka. Really? That's great to hear, Iha, she said. At hindi pa niya napigilan ng sarili na yakapin ako. Niyakap ko rin naman siya pabalik. God, you have no idea how pleased I am with your decision. Nang matapos ng yakapan namin ni Mama Olivia, naibalik ko ng atensyon ko kay Papa Roman nang magsalita siya. I still don't want you to feel uncomfortable, Selena. So if Maristela stir up some trouble again, let us know. At mapagsabihan naman namin yan. Okay po pa, I will. Ang tanging sagot ko na lamang. And after that conversation, nagsimula na kaming kumaing tatlo, while Lucas and Maristela are still in Lucas' room. And God knows what's happening inside. But I am hoping that they are arguing and not making up. You should have let me know. Napunta ka dito nang hindi ko man lang nalalaman. Isa pa, hindi ba nagkasundo na tayo sa pagpuspon ng wedding natin? I asked Maristela habang nakaupo ako sa dulo ng kama. Put my car key on the bedside table at hinubad ang mga sapatos ko at ang medyas ko. At nasa harap ko lamang si Maristela na nakatingin sa akin. God knows how surprised I was to see her in the dining room, setting the table for dinner. I was even more surprised when she informed me she would be staying here until our wedding day, and that Mama and Selena had agreed. But the most surprising thing was Papa's acceptance of Maristela's request to stay at the mansion after she apologized to him. As far as I recall, it was just you who chose to postpone the wedding, Lucas. I did not agree to that. And what's the problem in me in staying here? Your parents consented, so why are you making a fuss? It's because we never talk about this. You should have informed me first. My God, Lucas! Yan lang bang pinapuputok ng butsi mo? Because I didn't inform you? Well, that's because you haven't been returning my calls. If you had answered my calls, I would have told you. O baka naman, iba ang dahilan mo. Kaya ka galit na nandito ako. Bakit? Dahil ba hindi ka na libre para makipaglandian kay Selena? Kaya ba ayaw mong nandito ako dahil natatakot ka na mahuli ko kayo? Is that it, Lucas? No! Mabilis at galit na sagot nito. Tumayo ako at hinarap siya at matatalim ang mga mata ko na nakipagtitigan sa kanya. I already told you. Selena has got nothing to do with my decision. It was all me. Hindi mo ba maintindihan yun, ha, Maristela? Pilit kong iniipit ang boses ko para hindi nila marinig ang pagtatalo namin. Hindi ko pa ipinapaalam kay Mama at Papa ang desisyon ko na ipospone ang kasal namin ni Maristela. I was actually planning to tell them while we were having dinner. But then, this happened. Tinanong mo ba ako kung bakit hindi ko maintindihan, ha? It's because you never made me understand. We were doing fine, Lucas. Kahit nung busy ako sa trabaho, at ikaw lang ang nagpaplano at nag-aasikaso ng mga kailangan gawin sa kasal natin, you never said a word. You have always been patient with me. You said you understand me. Tapos ngayon, nandito na ako. Ngayong tayong dalawa na mag-aasikaso ng kasal natin. Ngayong malapit na ang kasal natin, saka mo sasabihin sa akin na gusto mong ipuspong ng kasal? Hoy, Lucas! Why? Ipaliwanag mo sa akin? Maluhaluhang tanong sa akin ni Maristela. Nakayuko mga kamao na lumayo ako sa kanya. Tinalikuran ko siya. My emotions are starting to overflow. Everything that I've kept inside me is starting to get out. And so with a dark expression and very cold eyes, I finally said what I have been keeping. It's because I've had enough. You said that I understood you when you chose your job over our wedding preparations. It's not because I wanted to, Maristela. It's because I have to. It's because I was left with no choice. Ilang beses mo bang pinili ang trabaho mo kaysa sa akin, ha? Hindi ko na mabilang. Pero inintindi kita. Inintindi kita. Kasi alam ko naman na kaya mo pinipilit na maging sikat na modelo. Dahil para ipakita sa mga magulang mo na nagtakwil sa'yo na kaya mo mag-isa. Gusto mong ipakita sa kanila na sila ang nawalan, na magdesisyon silang itakwil ka at hindi ikaw. Kaya pilit kitang iniintindi. After all, it was my fault. Why they disowned you? Pero napapagod rin ako, Maristela. Napapagod din ako na intindihin ka. I said this in rage, throwing out all my frustration and disappointments against Maristela. Even that night where I had sex with Selena for the first time after 6 years. The reason I got drunk at the bar that night, where I had sex with Selena, whom I couldn't recognize is Maristela. I got drunk that night because I was upset and unhappy with Maristela since I couldn't contact her because she was too busy with her modeling career in London. I was so intoxicated and engaged that I succumbed to Selena's seduction that night. That wasn't the only time I was disappointed in her. However, I kept it to myself. I kept it all to myself because I know she has her reason. And despite my disappointment, I chose to understand her because I love her and truly want to marry her. I love her. I knew I love her. But then, Selena came back and got me to do and say unquestionable things. She's managed to change my perception in a short period of time. She got my interest. She made me want to be with her. She made me desire her. She drove me insane with want for her, to the point that I would do whatever she asked. And she made me doubt my love for Maristela. Ginulo ni Selena ang isipan ko. But whatever trouble she gives me, I'll take it. I'll take it as long as I can have her. As long as I can be with her. Sumunod naman sa akin si Maristela. She then stood right in front of me. And looked me in the eyes. And now, you're throwing the blame on me? I can't believe you. Hindi makapaniwalang sabi ni Maristela. Okay, fine. I accept it. Tatanggapin ko na may mga pagkukulang ako sa'yo. Tanggap ko na minsan nawawalan ako ng oras para sa'yo. Pero hindi pa rin sapat na dahilan yun para ipostpone mo ang kasal natin. You already said it. You said that you understand me. So what changed now? You've had enough? Then, why now that our wedding is getting close? Bakit hindi mo na lang kasi aminin ang tunay na dahilan kung bakit ka nagkakaganyan? Na dahil yan sa hitad na sa Selenang yon. We were doing okay before, Lucas. Nagsimula lang naman tayong magkagulo nang dumating ang babaeng yan. So now, tell me, anong pinakain sa'yo ng babaeng yun para magkaganyan ka? Did she do something to you? Did you have sex with her? Enough! Hindi ko na napigilan ng sigaw ko na ikinugulat naman ni Maristela. Ramdam ko ang mabilis at malakas na pagtibok ng puso ko, gawa ng galit at inis na nararamdaman ko. And I know that this is not good. Kaya naman bago pa lalong lumala ang pagsasagutan namin, sinuot ko ang tsinelas ko. What now? Aalis ka na naman? You'll avoid my question again? Sige, umalis ka. Diyan ka naman magaling eh. Ang magsinungaling at umiwas. Puno ng galit na sabi ni Maristela. And this time, malakas na ang boses niya. Na sigurado kong maririnig na ng kung sino mang makakalapit sa kwarto namin. Hindi ko na sinagot ang mga sinabi ni Maristela. I just grabbed my car key and stormed out of the room. I need to calm myself down or else baka makapagsalita ako ng salita that would only fuel our fight. Ang pagtatalong ito nila Lucas at Maristela ay siyang narinig ko nang mapadaan ako sa kwarto nila habang papunta sana ako sa kwarto ko. I look around me to make sure that no one was around. Mama Olivia and Papa Roman is already in their room, na nasa first floor lang naman. Well, the maids are nowhere to be found dahil abala mga ito sa kanya-kanya nilang trabaho. Nang masiguro ko na walang tao na malapit sa akin, dahan-dahan at walang ingay ako na lumapit sa pinto ng kwarto ni Lucas. Then I leaned my ear on the door and listened to Lucas and Maristela's conversation. And now, you're throwing the blame on me? I can't believe you. Okay, fine. I accept it. Tatanggapin ko na may mga pagkukulang ako sa'yo. Tanggap ko na minsan nawawalan ako ng oras para sa'yo. Pero hindi pa rin sapat na dahilan yun para ipuspong mo ang kasal natin. You already said it. You said that you understand me. So what changed now? You've had enough? Then why now? That our wedding is getting close. Bakit hindi mo na lang kasi aminin ang tunay na dahilan kung bakit nagkakaganyan ka ay dahil sa hitad na si Linang yun? We were doing okay, Lucas. Nagsimula nang naman tayong magkagulo mula nang dumating ang babaeng yun. It was Maristela who said those words, her voice full of rage and disappointment. At base sa mga naririnig ko ngayon, mukhang alam ko na ang dahilan kung bakit napakadali ko lamang na masira ang relasyon nila. It's all because there's already a problem in their relationship, and all I had to do was to tread on that crack for it to eventually break into pieces. I thought their relationship was strong because they had decided to marry. It seems that I was mistaken, but well, it's a good thing for me because I can use the rift in their relationship to make my plan work sooner than I expected. So now tell me, anong pinakain ng babaeng yun para magkaganyan ka? Did she do something to you? Did you have sex with her? Enough! Galit na naman na boses sa iyo ni Lucas. Sa boses pa lamang niya, alam ko na ang malapit nang maubos ang pasensya niya. I can't help but grin. Hearing them fighting because of me is so satisfying. What now? Aalis ka na naman? You'll avoid my questions again? Sige, umalis ka. Diyan ka naman magaling eh. Ang magsinungaling at umiwas. That was Maristela again. And based on what she said, and the noises that I am hearing from inside, mukhang planong umalis ni Lucas. Kaya naman bago pa mabuksan ni Lucas ang pinto ng kwarto, dali-dali ngunit maingat ako naglakad patungo sa kwarto ko at pumasok roon. I left my door slightly open, just so that I can still hear what's going on Lucas' room, since magkatabi lang naman ang kwarto naming dalawa. At ang sunod kong narinig ay ang maras na pagbukas at pagsara ng pinto ng kwarto ni Lucas. Dahan-dahan akong sumilip at nakita ko si Lucas na malalaki ang mga hakbang habang pababa ng hagdan hanggang sa tuluyan na siyang makalabas ng bahay. Ilang minuto pa ang pinalipas ko bago ako lumabas ng kwarto at lumakad patungo sa kwarto ni Lucas.